What's up, gamers? It's Noon here, playing some more Final Fantasy Draft on Magic Arena. I've been doing real badly, so the plan here is open a couple of on-color bombs, open some premium removal. That's the plan. Ninja's Blades is just okay. I'm actually going to look up on 17 lands. Ninja's Blades, 57%. Fine card, not incredible. I think maybe Dreams of Laguna is the pick. It's such an uninspiring pick one, pack one. Paladin's Arms and Queen are both really solid. Notably, there's not really any good green cards in here, so it's possible if we take the Queener, we might get rewarded with some green cards in the next pack. I'd say, yeah, Queener and Paladin's Arms. Yeah, probably about right, but look, they both have a lower percentage on 17 lands than Ninja's Blades. I guess let's just take the rare. It's a solid card. It's a 3 mana 2/2. The winner deals combat damage. You draw, discard, and they lose life. Adelbert Steiner is a very solid card. I'd be very happy with this. I really want to make the Darkness Crystal work. I wonder which is the best crystal on 17 lands. It's going to take me a little while to Google all of that. Darkness Crystal, 54%. Honestly, could be worse. But I think the Adelbert Steiner is just a really, really solid card. 2 mana, 2/1 lifelink. Gets a +1/+1 for each equipment you control, which means if he's equipped, gets even better. Other good cards here, the Sleep Magic, solid removal. Sahagin, can be a game winner. The Calder Mountain Chocobo and the Geisel Greens go nicely together. Diamond Weapon is potent in the right deck. But yeah, I think Adelbert Steiner is just clearly the best card in this deck, and I'm very happy to take it, especially with the Ninja's Blades. It goes really nicely. Here, Summon Primal Garuda is not bad. I'm just going to keep on looking up stats on 17 lands because it is a useful mnemonic. Primal Garuda is 55%. I think Slash of Light, yeah, is actually a better performer. Ice Magic might be a better removal spell than Slash of Light, but I think I like the Slash of Light here. Ultimecia is a pretty solid card if you've got some graveyard synergy going on. Queen Brane can be like a game winner as well. I've gotten absolutely wrecked by her once or twice. But I think this is just a quality removal spell. It goes really nicely with our other two picks. Another Darkness Crystal. And now I want to take the Magitech Infantry. Now we have passed one Magitech Infantry, but that's not too bad. If we can get 2 more, it'll be awesome. I think actually Fight On would be my next pick in this pack. Esperama and Girlfriend of Freet are both really solid. Cloudbound Moogle is not one of the better land cycling cycles. Noticing as well, we're not locked into black by any means. I mean, we're not locked into white either, but these are really solid, and with the Magitech Infantry, I think we're going to be looking to play white here. And here, maybe I want to take the Malboro. It's not a really high pickup by any means, but I think it's probably better than the Primal Garuda. It's just a nice top end. What else might we take here? Again, the Girlfriend of Freet is fine enough. Do I want to take the Primal Garuda? What's the Malboro win rate? It's a bit higher. Let's take the Malboro. I don't think the Primal Garuda is thrilling. These are also not thrilling. I guess I'll take the Chocomog. It's fine. It's on color. It's on curve. White Aura Sight pick 7 is a great sign. Very happy to pick this up. Best white common. Really solid removal and ramp. It's an artifact for things that care about that, which the Steiner does not. No, this is also equipment, not artifacts. But, you know, it's solid. I think the Thieves' Knife is also fine. Like, we wouldn't mind being in blue-white instead of black-white, but let's just keep taking the white cards when we keep getting handed them. Notably, these two in this pack suggest that the Landfall Birds deck is kind of available, so hopefully someone to our left is having fun with that. None of these are that exciting. I guess I'll take the Rook turret. We have seen a few of those go around, and as I say, we're not locked into black by any means. Let's take the Seath. It's not a great card, but neither is the Namazu Trader, and this one is really solid for sacrifice outlets. If we get the black-white Judge Magister Galbraith or whatever it's called, that gets +1/+1s when creature dies, this can be a really good enabler for that. I guess we could even consider the Phantom Train, in this kind of deck. We've got the Castle Guard, the Chocomog, which can, we could sack it on the end of the upkeep of turn 4. Yeah. That's it. I think the Phantom Train is a trap, and we probably shouldn't take it. But if there's nothing else in a pack, and we do get offered the Phantom Train, I'll take it, and we'll think about it. Okay, here it's just the only on-color card. This is another good sacrifice outlet. This is actually a key part of this deck, and it goes nicely with the Seath, right? 3 mana, draw a card, get back something. Okay, Cloudbound Moogle, I would rather not play that if possible, but I will take it. It's both mid and off-color. I'll destroy you, X-Death, even if it means I have to take you into the afterlife myself. Fair enough. Okay, Vincent Valentine. Really, really solid card here. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a number of 1/1 counters on Vincent Valentine equal to that creature's power. When it attacks, it becomes a 3/2 trample lifelink that when it dies, flips. So it's really nice. That's exactly what we're looking for. Great reward for being in black. Ash is okay. How many artifacts do we have? Just a couple. Circle of Power is okay, though not really in this deck. We would be happy with either of these. More the Diarats, actually. I think Diarats goes nicely with the Ahriman kind of situation, but Vincent Valentine is awesome. And there's a Dion getting passed to us. That's amazing. This is the best card in the set, basically. 4 mana 3/3 makes a 2/2, so that's already great just on the stats there. During your turn they have flying, and then 6 mana, tap it, come back, wins the game. This is a really stacked pack though. Ishtola Rule is cool. Tortle is busted, White Auracite is busted, Thunder Magic is busted, and then the other things that aren't busted are still fine. I guess Commune with Beavers is not fine, but everything else. Here, Sephiroth's Intervention. Being past Sephiroth's pick 3, I think, is a great sign. Means we are in about the right zone. We've got 3 pieces of pretty premium removal already, which is really nice. And getting past the Dragon's Lance is crazy as well. We would take basically infinite White Mage's Staffs as well, but Dragoon's Lance is 61% win rate. By comparison, Dion, basically the best card in the set, is 65%. So it is really, really powerful. What Vincent Valentine is like 58%. Yeah, so we have some powerful cards here. Yeah, this is the best white uncommon. So we've got the best. I think this actually happened to what's his name? Numot the Nummy on stream the other day. You got Dion, next pack Dragoons, next pack White Auracite. It was like best white rare, best white uncommon, best white common. And we get a reward of another Magitech Infantry here. I would also be happy with that Ahriman. I would be happy with the Monk's Fist. Looks like no one is doing the Landfall Chocobo business, and it is pretty open. Omega is a really strong card. I think people don't like it because it's expensive, but it's like 7 mana, tap a creature for 4 turns, gain 4 life, and then you have an 8/8 left over. Like, what's not to like? But the Magitech there is great. And here's the Judge Magister Galbranth that I was talking about. Whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. Incredible. I would also be happy with the Cornered by Black Mages or the Insomnia. But the Judge Magister is just exactly where we want to be. Again, the combo with the Ahriman and the Seath, really, really nice. If we could get some of the, what's it called, the Vincent's whatever, that would go really nicely. Now here, Snowveliers and Rescue Mission are both pretty weak. I don't think we want the Shinra. We do not have the recursion that we need for the Shinra to happen. And I think I'd just like this interaction. The Snowveliers is just okay. You're Not Alone here seems solid. Could potentially take the instant ramen instead, but I think the trick is probably a little bit better. Ring of the Lucy, probably don't want to play that if we can avoid it. Vincent's Limit Break is totally okay. Oops, didn't mean to get rid of that. I will reluctantly take another Cloudbound Moogle, but again, I probably don't want to play either of these, let alone both. Take another Vincent's Limit Break. Probably don't want to play both of those, but it's an okay card. Oh, summon Knights of Round. 8 mana, 3/3. Create 3 2/2 white knight tokens for 4 turns, so that's 12 white knight tokens. And then other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn and indestructible. Notably, they also fly on our turn if we have Dion in place, but by the time that happens, you know, we've already won. What is the win rate on Knights of the Round? 58%, actually. Not that strong. So I think this is the game in hand win rate. Yeah. So that's when you have it in your hand, which, I mean, I'd love to get this Magitech on the wheel, though that seems a little optimistic. Another Sephiroth's intervention here. What's this? Mythic's Mastery. 3 and a red. Exile target card. It's instant or sorcery from your graveyard. And then copy it, and you may pay the copy without paying its mana's cost. And then Overload, you may cast the spell for its Overload cost, which replaces target to each. So this is 8 mana, cast every spell in your graveyard for free. It's pretty cool. But another Sephiroth's intervention is just incredible. Here, it's between a Tonbri and a Castle Guard. I think I just like the Castle Guard, actually. Is that crazy? Let's have a look at the win rate. Tonbri, 55. Dwarven Castle Guard, 54. I mean, the Tonbri's a little bit better, but I think I just like the value of the 2 bodies in this particular situation. And ditto, I want to take the Dire Rat over, say, the Chocomog or the Trader, because it's a nice thing to sack. Though the Namazu Trader is actually another sack outlet, so maybe I should take that. Maybe this is the rare case where I actually actively want to pick up a Namazu Trader. That said, next pack, I just guarantee you there's going to be another Namazu Trader. There is not, but there is another Judge Magister Galbranth, so I'll probably take that. Though Deadly Dispute actually is going to be so good in this deck. 2 mana, sack something, draw 2, make a treasure. We don't have any draw, basically, except the Ahriman. So I think I do actually want this over the second Judge Magister, crazy though that is. Here, there's the extra Namazu Trader I was thinking of. But the Paladin's Arms is just fine here. Blitzball. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 legendary creatures. I don't think we need it. I think the Paladin's Arms is just going to be better here. And Rufus Shinra. Oh my gosh, we're getting hooked up. Let's go, Rufus. We need to make some pretty serious cuts here. And Insomnia is beautiful. Very happy to take that. Final Days, maybe? 15 creatures. It's just okay. Versus a Primal Garuda. I think I'd rather have the Final Days. Yeah, it does have a slightly better win rate there. Okay, not playing a second one of either of these, but I guess I'm more likely to play the Chocomog. Yeah, green was really open here. So it's possible that we actually cut these Magitechs. We still need to make 1, 2 cuts. Let's cut the Aerith Rescue Mission on one of the Vincents. Send it like this. I think it probably was right to take this, though it doesn't feel good over the second Judge Magister. I think it's the right call. Instant Ramen is way more playable, but I'm just taking that for the gems. If we get more than 4 copies of it over the many drafts that we do, get some gems, and I'm bleeding gems like crazy. So, because I'm bad at this game, is the reason, just to be clear. I'm not sure I do want to play the final days here. It might just be better to have another castle guard, you know? The double black is kind of hard. Just keep the curve low. We're not filling the graveyard particularly, so yeah, I think that looks good. And maybe cut the You're Not Alone here? Yeah, that's probably the worst card in the deck. Maybe it is one of the Dwarven Castle guards. They're just fine. Now, notably, Ninja's Blades is not necessarily that strong. But it is cool as hell, so, I mean, that's worth considering. I'm not even sure I need the Seethe, right? Like, we've got a lot of stuff to sack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Recurring Shinra, like, infinite. No, I think I do want to keep it. Let's maybe cut the Chocomog. I don't think it's doing a lot in this deck. Maybe we do actually want the Ring of the Lucy. We've got some top end here. I guess it's just the Knight of the Round, really, that's expensive. We can sack it later if we want. Instead of... not sure what. Malbro is just free in the deck. It's a Cycler. No, I think let's send it like this. Alrighty. I think this is a solid deck. We have some really busted top end, including the Dion, which is not even that expensive. It's a 4. Of course, it is just going to eat removal, so... Alright, that's a nice, solid keep for me. Fellow Plains Enjoyer here. Okay, green, white. Okay. Do we want to trade here? I guess not. So we've got some sacrifices that we might want to make. Okay, it's a good card. I think I want to white Aurosite their Danitha here. Because I can accelerate them pretty fast, and it gives us some extra mana to work with. So next turn, if we draw a land... Okay, Queener is fine. What do I want to do here? I think I just want to Sephiroth's that right now. Glad I got rid of that queener. That would already be doing some work here. No blocks. Oh, and the Judge Magister is a knight. That's cool. So I've got two pretty solid threats that they need to deal with here. Yep. Now are they going to attack? They sure are. Alright. We take some damage and get some creatures back, and now we have a 6/6 menace here, which you best believe I'll be swinging in with. Alright, one more land, please. Untapped land next turn. Goes crazy. Do I want to play this pre-combat? There's no way they're going to discard a removal spell if they have a removal spell. They would rather discard a bomb. So let's just swing in first. I'm going to double block. Yeah, okay. Sure. Oh, right. I can't count. Wait, how much? We've got 6, 7. Right, we need one more for this and a bunch more for that. Okay, good. My mistake. Sorry, I, as I say, can't count. So that actually kind of makes me want to Swamp Cycle here. But being able to play the Malbro is just really nice. If we can draw a land, it's still a while away until we can draw the Knights of the round anyway. So let's just swing in for 6 here. Play the Edelbert Steiner. Okay. So I believe that is good game. Right, yeah. Alright, we got the win. Back up to Platinum 3. Solid game. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. And it happened. You know, I've been recording a couple of games and being, like, you know, going 0 and 3, 1 and 3, and they've just not been very good content. And afterwards, I'm always like, ugh, maybe I'll just play a game without recording it. Just for fun, you know, trying to experience some joy. And inevitably, I do really well in it. This time, this morning, I recorded, yeah, 2 really, really mediocre games. And look, I'm glad that I decided to play this one. I will just play this out, even though it's going to get eaten. Yeah. I'm just going to use the -2/-2 on it. But I think it's better to just use the mana rather than play the Paladin's Arms. Obviously no blocks here, though they're going to still get it instant speed anyway. It's trying to offer me the trade for funsies. Alright. It's not what I was expecting to happen. And here, I think I want to play the Paladin's Arms. Yeah. Oh, it's the world map, right, yeah. Yep, they're getting a non-basic land. That's cool. I like that. You don't see it very often. And it's a Midgar. 3 mana, sack something, draw 2. I mean, cool. I'll just take the 2 here. Obviously, getting some synergy of the Judge Magister is cool as hell, but it's not really useful at all. Yep. I wonder if they just drew that, or why they were leaving it so long. They got another one that they're going to do on the Ahriman. Yep. Seems like they're mono black, just by the way, which is pretty sweet. Means they're going to have some busted rare top ends. Like, they might be playing the Zodiac, the 5 mana, 5 black, whatever. Everyone sacks half their creatures, which would not be actually very good to play right now. Now, should I use my Sephiroths on their rat? No, I'm going to use it on the Reno and Rude. Not the most inspiring use of an intervention there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Got some more removal for my Vincent here. Yep. Ooh, that's curious. So this becomes a 3-2. 5/4 trample lifelink is pretty sweet. And I think I do need to play this out, even though it sucks if they make me discard something. Okay. Just comes back, which is great. And they're not mono black, incidentally, so it's cool. Second artifact or creature. I think I'd rather just put this on and swing. So they need to kill this when it's on the Vincent Valentine side. Yeah. Also, I can Deadly Dispute it and get it back, which is pretty sweet. That's how that works, right? When it dies, it doesn't matter if you sack it. Yeah. And you know what that means. Phantom Train probably will not do it. Yep, they're reading the Knights of the Round, and they're probably thinking like, ah, shit. Or something along those lines. Yeah. Yeah. Sick. Very cool. Very glad we got to cast that. As I said, I would really love to see the Dion combo there, but you know, into every life some rain must fall, which is to say that we win a game by resignation before playing our two insane busted mythics. I guess one's mythic, one's rare, but Metal Reptar. Ooh, that looks like a mulligan to me. We've got nothing until turn 3. That looks like a keep and return. I guess a swamp. I don't think it super matters actually, but rewarded for returning the swamp. Are they going to counter? They are not. Paladin's Arms, sure. Alright, that's probably enough lands for a little while, guys. These are 2 to equip. And this is 4 to equip. Alright. So probably I should have actually played the Dragoon's Lance first there, and then next turn. Okay. Next turn I could have gone move the Ninja's Blades over to the Dragoon's Lance creature, but that's right. Okay. Oops. Yeah, look, the Ninja's Blades is just okay in this deck. Weapons Vendor, sure. I think we can get rid of one of our Dwarven Castle Guards here. Unlimited Castle Guards. I was thinking about discarding the Shinra there, but he just provides us with a lot of it, sack fodder, and he's a solid body as well, a 2-4. I think I'd rather have a 2-4 and a 2-2 than deal 3. But it is a nice finisher, you know, if we can get the Ninja's Blades in a couple more times, that's just GG. You know what would be funny is if we we drew the Malboro with the Ninja's Blades and just got them with that. Or the Knights of the Round. Okay, getting rid of the Ninja's Blades, totally fine. I actually want to play this pre-combat. And then all attack. If they want to block, then our Vincent Valentine gets nice and chunky. And we still get left with some 1/1s. And otherwise we deal 6. Got an ice magic or something? Another slash of light? Yeah, nice. Ooh, that's a good one. They just dead here? This doesn't have reach, does it? Got him. Well, they spent a removal spell on the Ninja's Blades, which is, like, almost worth having it in the deck just for that. Yeah. It was a pretty good game right there. Alright, 3-0. Let's get a couple more. Regen. The degen? We're all degens here. Okay, that's a nice easy keep. I think I will start with a Castle Guard rather than the Dragoon's Lance. Maybe that's silly. Maybe I should just play the better card first. If they play an island, I'll play the Dragoon's Lance first, because I don't want them to counter it. Okay. Planes. No, let's go the Dragoon's Lance. It's just a much better card. And it gives us extra slash of light damage here. Okay. Hold up, but you're not alone. For whatever reason. Don't know why we would play that at this stage, but yeah, Titus is a solid one. And we will absolutely be slash of lighting that. Oh, I meant to play that Castle Guard. Damn it. That's a mistake. I was not trying to hold up. You're not alone here. Bother. Haha. This is 3 or more creatures, so it deals 4. Okay, so we can't do anything about it. Alright. That's a real shame. I am quite irritated with myself for that. There's 4 to equip. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. So I can equip this and just swing in and they take it. And then we're losing on the race. Alright. Let's just play the Seethe. Kind of sucks, but that's a pretty annoying mistake about not playing the Castle Guard there. I'm gonna swing in for 6 here. Yep. Okay. Land here is solid. Just going to all attack here. They'll block the castle guard with the 3-2. No, they probably won't actually. Yeah. So now the castle guard is can get +4/+4. Yep. Yep. Swing for 4 in the air. Maybe they'll play a big ultra spell. Nope. Okay. A little conflicted here. Guess let's do it. Okay. Do I want to use the You're Not Alone here to keep my Seath alive? I guess not. I know that is better stats there. Do I want to pay this to get it back? No, I don't think I do right now. Okay. Get the Steiner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play Knights of the Round next turn if we live that long. So I think... Do I just take the 3 here? I'm a little worried about them getting some flying going. We could also block with the Adelbert. Let's do that. Let's do this. Gain a bunch of life. Get our Seath back. Back up to 17. Yeah. Yep. Good one. We got him. It's good to remember that the the Battle of the Bridge or whatever gets me a treasure. That's really useful. It is a small amount of ramp in our otherwise unable to ramp deck. So yeah. Let's draw 2 and a treasure. It was nice getting the Seath back there as well, or like being able to. Yeah, I think it was probably a good call to get the life back with the Adelbert Steiner there. It's kind of a big use of resources, but it's like 1 mana, kill a creature, gain 10, right? Because it saved the 3 health that we were going to lose from being hit, and it gained a bunch. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That is a curve right there. Steiner's even a knight just for fun. You're gonna -2 it. They're probably going to wish that they had. I'm playing this pre-combat so my Adelbert can fly in. And I'm attacking with the Rufus so I can get the 2/2. So they're just going to bounce off here, which is fine. Yep. That is okay. And if they swing here, I will double block. They do not. No attacks here. Yep. That's a good sign, I think, that they're cycling that. Oh, it's not a good sign. Well, that'll deal with my board quite nicely. And we are officially in a lot of trouble. And I am actually going to play this out because we have some expensive spells. Not Genova. Oh, that sucks. Let's just take it. Alright, we just like an extra body here for my Slash of Light. Yep. My question is, do I slash the Genova? I guess the answer is no. It's going to become a 8/8 flyer. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. This is looking pretty grim. Of course, it's a 10/10 flyer. I think I would have put the counter on the 9/9, but that's just me. All right, that is good game. Oof. Quick and brutal. They had some solid cards, and look, they got me really good with that -2 on everything. I forgot that card existed, quite frankly. I was like, that forest cycling seems good. It was not good. That's all right. 4-1. And next is Giru. It's not an incredible hand, but I think it's a keep. That makes it a lot better. Yep, I will just discard a swamp here. Okay, 3 colors. Okay, they should definitely be attacking there. Do they have a cycler? Is that what we're waiting on? Nope. Okay, just nothing that turn, which is great, obviously. Love it when my OP does nothing. Okay. Deal 4 to my Seath is kind of funny. Need some land quite badly, please. Alright, well, I will not be blocking. That is not land. I could see why you'd think it might be land, but it's not. So let's do this now, because we don't want their Primal Garuda to do its thing. We have nothing that we can spend the 1 mana on there. And let's swing in for 4 plus 2 life gain. We take 2 back from the Hecdies. Okay. Another one. Thank you. I'm actually going to play this, even though in some ways it's better used on some other stuff, but it ramps us, which is quite important. Okay, Summon Fenrir is really good. It would be cool if they didn't have that Summon Fenrir, but you know. Okay, now we have some things that we can do. So I can play the Judge Magister. Sephiroth's their Cactuar and swing with the Adelbert. Gain 2, get a token. Get rid of their Hecdies, though their Hecdies is kind of uninspiring to get rid of. We can also play the Judge Magister and the Rufus. That's probably pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. There's a food, right? So they can't counter here. And Rufus is a nice blocker against their Cactuar. I think I will swing in for the 2 here. This is 3 and their food token, right? Yeah. Okay. 3/3 Garnet is quite nice. Now this is obviously a trap, right? So what does this do next turn? And draw a card. think I'm happy to do this. Yep. So actually, I probably should have played the Adelbert there so that I could get an extra counter on my Judge Magister. So I can just play this and immediately sack it to the Ahriman. Or I can play this and intervention their Garnet. Let's attack first. If they double block, we can intervention the Garnet. Okay. I mean, we'll probably do that anyway, because we don't want her attacking and gaining them life. And it actually stops them drawing a card as well, so I think I do want to do that before their turn. Yeah, Fenrir goes... Oh, they still draw a card, of course, of course. Of course. But they are in a bit of trouble here. I mean, they've got plenty of stuff that they can do, right? There's a lot of stuff in their colors. They've got plenty of mana. They've even got the food to gain some life. Yep, side quest, Hunt the Mark. Are they going to get rid of the Judge Magister? Yep, fair enough. I don't know why it's leaving up one black there, but that's fine. Cool. Alright. I mean, they weren't too far from flipping their side quest. I think I've said this before, but I really like the flavor of the side quests. Like, the cards themselves are fine. Like, that one's probably the best one. The side quest, Raise a Chocobo, is also pretty solid. There's a couple of others. I don't like the magicked card one. That one doesn't feel so flavorful, but just the concept of a side quest, I think they've done that really well, where it's like, hey, you just, like, go collect 3 treasures, or, like, raise a chocobo, or whatever. Like, really feels like in a game when you get a side quest. So I think that's some really nice, what do they call it? Ludo narrative resonance, insofar as there is narrative in Magic the Gathering. Alright, we're up against Zhang, who is a gold tier player. This is a keep on the draw. We've got a 2, and then we've got some 3s and 4s. But I really need a land next draw step. Maybe the one after. Okay, that is not that, but it is something. They're going to counter this. Nope, cool. That's kind. Okay, we did get a land there, which is great. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this now. It's kind of negative ramp, but I just want to get stuff on the board. We've got a hand full of business. Okay, officially 4 colors. Looks like they're in Grixis control here. Alright, White Auracite was not the card I really wanted to see there. Let's go Ninja Blades. It's fine if they want to counter that. Yep. God, I wish that were me. Which I guess is why I'm getting the Ninja Blades, right? Okay, they've got a 3-mana instant here. I'm gonna bounce this? Yep. Fair enough. Yawgmoth. 2/4 protection from humans. Pay 1, sack another creature. Put a -1/-1 on this. Okay, and then discard a card and proliferate. Okay. So I think we swing with both here. And Vincent's Limit break the Judge Magister if they double block. And if not, then we lose the 1/1 and it's fine. Yeah. So they're gonna sack their Queequern? Yeah. They -1 that, which actually means our guy lives. Oh, protection from humans. Haha, yeah, cool. Great. Nice reading there, Noon. You've done a fabulous job once again. Ugh, that's really annoying. Okay. Now this artifact isn't a human, right? Alright, I don't know why you would just pay 1 life for fun there. It seems like an error. Okay, nice. Let's discard the Seath here. Very happy to get rid of that. We lose some good stuff there, but that is fine. Quistis Trip. They're gonna Ice Magic my White Auracite? Okay, Vane's Treachery. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. How much mana do we have? Got 6, 7. So we can play any one of these cards. I think I want to play the Vincent and move the blades onto it. If it survives, the intervention is really nice there. So we can intervene on the Marlborough. Yeah, obviously no blocks here. Now they're going to kill my Vincent. At the beginning of your end step, create a 0/1 black creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, well I guess I'm getting rid of that one then. And they have 3 mana up. So they can... And 7 in their graveyard. So they can syncopate for 2 if they have syncopate. But we can't deal with the Leviathan thing anyway. Yeah, okay, or the counterspell. Doesn't matter. Yep. This becomes a... lifelinker. I think it's worth it just to get the lifelink in here. Will transform. Just discard the Seethe again, deal 3. Alright, we're in a bad way here. That's a shame, but fine. Yeah, I think I just want to do this. We have lost most of our top end here, though, so we're in some trouble. Guess I'm not attacking. Can they deal 6? They're currently pinging for 2 per spell. I guess no attacks. Pay that. Get the Seethe down. Yeah, lost our Summon and our Dragoon's Lance and our Dion. So that's most of our win cons gone. We have a Marlborough of our own, which isn't nothing. Okay, that's brutal. It doesn't give trample, notably. We also have another Judge Magister? No, we don't. We just picked the one, didn't we? Okay, they're not attacking. This transforms. Okay. Let's put this on the Seethe, I guess. Nice. Okay, that is not what I needed right here. That was a mistake. I should have put it on the Vincent, because the Vincent's about to transform here. Gets trample and lifelink, so having the thing on it would be better, but it's fine. Ah, that's unfortunate. I thought that the what's it called? The trigger would work so that it would get the token there, but looks like we're pretty screwed here. Okay, they're playing the Quistis first, which is interesting. I'm just going to get a removal spell here. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake about moving the Paladin's Arms onto the Seath there. Looking at the Circle of Power is interesting. I would just be getting the Sephiroth's Intervention. Yeah. Yep. Deal 3, gain 2, clear the board. Okay, that's really nice. So this is 4, and then we'll have 4 mana still up. Five mana. Just going to chump here, probably. Okay. Play that Kuja. Yeah, I think they've got the inevitability here. Oof. That is not what I wanted to see. Okay, losing 1 life is actually kind of significant there. Okay. I just want to draw my Malboro. Is that too much to ask? Can I attack with my Seethe here? They should just be chumping with their 1/1s at this stage, so I think not. Okay. Is it possible we could mill them? Takes them down to 11 cards. Can we last 11 turns? They've got more than 11 I mean, they've got more than 2 castable spells in their deck, right? What do they get rid of? Plains and Says Catsroy. Yeah, fair enough. That's bad. So this is a 3/3. I just need to get some castable spells here as well for the Ninja Blades. Like, if I can connect with the Ninja Blades, really the whole thing was not putting it on the Vincent Valentine. That one turn would have made such a big difference. All right, buddy, what you got? Ahriman, that is bad. Yep. I don't know about this. Okay, that is something for sure. But we're just dead, right? Alright. We're just dead because they can move the Greatsword onto the Ahriman. That's such a shame. That was a good game, though. That was a fun one. I don't feel bad about losing, but a little disappointed. All right, we're 5-2. Let's see if we can get one more. We're at the mini boss here, not the final boss. N-. What's the name of this character? They're very bubblegummy. Ooh. On the play, I think this has to be a mulligan. That's really sad. Oh, are you kidding me? The same hand, but worse. Ugh. Alright, I guess I'm keeping and dunking the You're Not Alone. I could go to 5 there. Maybe it's right to go to 5. Why does God give his coolest decks the wonkiest draws? They have a Grand Pulse. Isn't that nice? We're all really happy for you, N-. You get to play your cards. Alright, that's nice. Let's actually play the Seethe here, though. Alright, now we're doing a lot better. 1 Plains was all we needed. And I think I want to play this and swing with my Seethe. Is that right? No, let's play the Namazu. Gives us an artifact. I mean, a treasure token. Actually, maybe I should swing with my Seethe there just so I can get it back again. But and I think I just want to sack the treasure here. Swamp and a Plains. Let's take the Plains. Okay, pretty happy with that. Demon Wall. Understandable. Have a nice day. Let's go. And quite nice they're not using that on the Dion. Let's get our 2/2. They have some funky shenanigans to get rid of this, that is fine. Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting, but it is fine. So they can give that reach with the Bard's Bow. They can equip it for 6. What is their card in hand? Yeah, I would just put the Bard's Bow on there. That seems good to me. Okay. But you know what else seems good to me is flipping Dadeon. Still no attacks. Okay. That is actually really nice. That is a pretty chill thing to do there. Let's put it on the Dark Star because he's cool. Gonna trade, alright. I get a removal spell here. Nice. So I'm just gonna destroy the Bard's Bow next turn. Yep. Would you like to trade for my 1/1 there, bro? Nope. Alrighty, and then next turn we flip the Dion. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty cool. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten the full way through the Dion saga, which is quite fun. Good to have a flying good boy. Alright, mini boss defeated. Let's go on to the final boss. See if we can make this a 7-win trophy with our pretty busted black-white good stuff deck. Yeah, this has been a very cool deck. It's got some nice synergy, but it's mainly just got value, right? Like, yeah, we've got some sack theme going on, but basically just the card quality is really high. Got a reasonable amount of removal. Honestly, I would have liked 1 more Sephiroth's Intervention, or to be real, like 6 more Sephiroth's Interventions, but I think we've got plenty there. Alright, this looks like a really solid keep. And they've mulliganed, which is a great start to a game. You reckon DConnects stands for disconnects? And that's how we're going to win? We can hope. Oh, they're thinking about it. Take a second mull. Go on, you got such a bad hand. Yes! The double mulligan. Nice. Alright. It could mean that they're mulliganing to an actual good hand, you know? And they're still not sure at a mull to 5. Alright. Hit them with the hello. Oh, and they're playing a Magitech? Yeah, nice. That's a good start. Obviously, I'm never blocking if they offer the trade here. They could Chocobo Kick with the double. But that does put them back down to 1 land, right? They can't play the land again if they Chocobo Kick here. Okay. I'm surprised it took them so long to decide to do that. Let's just play the Shinra. Use our mana well. No attacks. So I was considering attacking there, and then I could use the Not Alone, but then it's just a 2 for 2, right? We trade the Judge Magister for their 2 guys. Which is not good enough in my opinion. So hopefully they just swing with the Dragoon's Lance here. If they swing with the Magitech, it means they've got something. Yes, they're thinking. Alright, next turn if we draw a land... Nice, that's what we wanted to see. I'm probably just playing the Vincent Valentine and then swinging with everything. Okay. They really shouldn't be doing that main phase there, but that's fine. Okay, we did not get the land, which is bad. It's all attack. Yep, it's got Menace. Yep. It's got Menace. It's got Menace. Oh, that's an interesting choice. So now if I swing in with the Judge Magister, the You're Not Alone gets quite tasty. Alright, no lands here is really quite unfortunate. Let's do it. Sure, I can't interest you in double blocking my Rufus Shinra. I do have open mana. So this is basically a 1-for-1, right? Like we're trading a You're Not Alone for their Aerith Rescue mission. But it also trades it for 6 damage. I was kind of expecting an Ultima there, but it's actually really nice that they're playing to the board. It means that they're not planning on playing an Ultima soon. Okay, Zac Fair is a little unfortunate. Alright. So I think we want to play this, and then swing with these 3. So they can put the Zac in front of the Rufus. Oh no, they can't actually sack it here, can they? Yeah. I have no mana. Okay, pretty happy with that. The Vincent gets, yeah, +3/+3, and the Judge Magister gets +1/+1. Now that's the kind of thing they might do if they're about to play an Ultima. Okay, just the Magitech. So this turn, what am I going to do? I guess I can White Aura Sight something. I don't think it super matters what, they're all 2/1s. Yeah. Alright, there we go. 7-2. We beat the final boss. Let's go. Pretty happy with that. We did not rank up to Platinum 2, but we had a really solid deck. We got the 7 wins. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. Let's go. Let's have a little quick look-see at the deck. We got to do everything as well, right? We got the Vincent Valentine off. We got a bit of value out of the Dark Star. We smashed someone with the Judge Magister. We cast the Baron Rivalry to great aplomb. And we got the Knight of the Round off. We won with a Marlborough, and we won with a Dion. Like, we really got it. We even did some damage with the Ninja's Blades, which honestly I think maybe I should have cut from the deck in retrospect. But yeah, that was awesome. All right, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 and I'll see you next time. Bye.